People are looking at me right now, and I feel stupid for doing an interview.
About yourself, what's your name?
My name is Big Nuts.
Okay.
A playful wink at the audience, I guess. Used to ask myself, like, what would a mega corporation wish they could do? Our company always has talked about brainwashing kids and mind control and all this stuff.
We were fucking social outcasts. We were the fucking people that nobody wanted to be, doing things that nobody wanted to do, and that nobody understood, listening to music, dressing, hairstyles, everything. Nobody got it. We were fucking weirdos. We were the freaks. You know, that's how you rolled. That's how it was. That's what drew us to skateboarding. To fucking drive fucking $100,000 automobiles. We weren't supposed to get six-figure checks, you know?
You know how like rock stars, they're really cool for a while, like they're super fucking epic dope, and they can do no wrong, like they're just in their swag primes, and then like at some point they like turn 38, 40, it depends, it's like, you know, it depends who it is, but they just lose all of their steez, all of their swag.
What you think you love, what you know.
Nobody expects me to be in street leagues. The thing about Deirdre as well is like he knows like who he is now and what he represents. Like he'll be the first one to tell you like this, like he knows like he's not skateboarding anymore, you know. And it's cool that he like understands that, and I'm sure he's heard the fucking interviews that I've done about street league. You know, if you've ever watched one of those things, it's kind of the same outcome every time, and I feel like it's probably people like Austin and myself and David, and I mean, not to say that those dudes who do well like aren't like street skaters in any sense, because they've made their mark doing that. But if people do want us to do good, I don't know. I just kind of just skate, you know. I mean, because I know like I don't have the skill level of those dudes. You know, I don't have the consistency or whatever.
How did you get into this art scene?
I didn't. I'm not in it. I don't know. It isn't like just hand in hand. Like there's like the weird skater that's the artist guy, Ed. Maybe hanging out with Mark too much.
Oh yeah, what's up? Here, it's recording. Get a video of me doing my bonus. It's already on record.
Stop. No more.
You look at yourself as the weird skater?
No, I'm not at all. I'm having anxiety right now.
Why are you having anxiety?
Why not? There's too many people here, I don't know.
It's just art. Talk about
It's
your
just art,
creative
right,
endeavors.
exactly, yeah. Let's go.
It's not like it's a demo of 12-year-olds.
It's worse. It's a bunch of assholes that have opinions. But later on, I like Jason Dill's part a lot more. And that, you know, was a little way more artsy and, you know, had Super 8, and then like it was dramatic. And then once I like quit, I was like, oh wow, I can skate like any board I want. That's interesting. Like I haven't been able to do that since I was a kid. And I always liked anti-hero boards and how they felt. And then like I got this board and I was just like, oh, this is like the shape that I've been like looking for. And
80s, you know, you have your shape, and then that shape represented you. But now every board looks the same, so it doesn't resonate as the same. I don't know, it just doesn't work like that anymore.
New York City, there was a point where I only skated this. I wanted to film a video part on it. This pattern's from these 99-cent bags that you buy for your laundry or whatever, that are really inexpensive but durable. And I don't know who designed the print. The shape of the board was inspired by a Neil Blender board.
Neil Blender, this huge, gawky, fucking weirdo dude who can puke on command. And
This is Neil Blender from America. Where's he from, Christian?
San Francisco. Skates for a company called G&S. Very smooth, very stylish skater. He won't do as many tricks as everyone else. He'll go faster than anyone else, probably.
So this is my Neil Blender board. I got this in about 1986. A month after I started skating, I went to a contest and he was getting into a car packed full of people, and I said, you know, I don't think there's room for that board. And he said, you're right. And I remember this day it coming at me in slow motion as a child. Like, I rode this thing for like a year. As you can just see, it's just tattered, but it's just the pure Neil Blender. You know what I mean?
For one thing, Miguel shouldn't have made the cut. Fuck him. I should have made the cut. We should have had a runoff, eh? A runoff. That's what we wanted first.
these are the freaks
Louis Barletta is like a totally like standout weirdo. Like he is such a weirdo, and he's got such a rad ability to look at skating in his own way. And yeah, I don't know what he would do without skating. Like, I don't know how he would release that weirdness. You know, I can't even imagine. Every skater I know is a freak.
We're all freaks and geeks. You're not cool. I got news for you. I have great news for the world.
Hey, Ed Templeton got me into skateboarding. What am I gonna do about it? It's not for the kids, it's art. Neglect your skateboard career for like 7 to 9 years and move out of New York and come to California, revamp a skateboard career. God knows I didn't do my best in the past at certain times, but there's a couple parts that I wouldn't change for anything. Like photo and mosaic. I really worked hard for both those parts.
My dad's a crusty old fuck, and he always really supported my skating. But when I got older, he'd be like all crusty about it. When are you gonna get that shit up, you know, and get responsible? When I actually brought the first pair of shoes over to him, because it's got his name on it, you know, and hey, here's some shoes. I think that, you know, kind of touched him. Oh, I'd be dead. I mean, I had skateboarding in my life, and I almost ended up dead, so. It's all been done, you know, that's so played out now. Yeah, whatever, skateboard idiot, fucking had it all, lost it all, stuck a needle in his neck. I think it'd be rad if they made a Dwayne movie like all of my little heroes that came before me that rode for Santa Cruz, you know, Dwayne Peters, Steve Olson stuff. These were rock and rolling, you know, very free-spirited, punk rock, you know, hard partying dudes. So I've, you know, being a young 16, 17-year-old, it's like, well, they partied this hard, so I'm gonna party this hard. And they skated this good, so I'm gonna skate this good, because that's what you do, right? Like, I gotta outdo my heroes. It's, to look at it through clear lenses, it would have been too painful. So, you know, oh shit, you're throwing away this incredible opportunity. Why? Because you're a drug addict. Oh, no. I'm experiencing life. And they just don't understand because I'm an artist and I'm fucking hip, slick, and cool, and I'm whatever I need to be that allows me to continue doing what I want to do, which is be completely irresponsible and get fucking loaded. And that's what I did.
I've always thought about it, like how would my life be if I like turned a lot of things around that I was doing, and, you know, switched my energy around. And because I knew, like, before I started partying and, like, you know, doing like all like the young skater shit, it was like normal, but like I was always crazy, but like I wasn't doing like, you know, drugs and like drinking a lot when I was a kid, you know. How would it feel if I was just like not doing any of that shit? I always thought about it, but then it's like, it's kind of hard when you're like surrounded around people that's like, that's all they do. And then they like, you know, kind of motivate you to do shit like that. I noticed, I was like, yo, I'm losing everything. A lot of my friends died. It was to the point where it's like, I didn't even have real, like my emotions weren't anything I was naturally feeling. It was just, I was probably on, you know, whatever, the powder, whatever you want to call it, or drinking every day, like spiraling. And it's like, then it's like, I'm not happy. I'm angry. It's like, nobody wants to be around me. Like cut a lot of people off and change my routines, because it was like, I was just like so used to like waking up and like drink a beer. It's like, and I knew it was a problem, because if you fucking wake up and you don't even think about water or food, first thing you do is grab a beer, it's definitely something wrong. And
okay.
That was all part of the plan. My style, what my style is, like dressing style. Yeah. I be going through moods and shit. Like one day, I don't know, I just want to like look basic, and then one day I want to just look like, I don't know, kind of rocky, kind of punky, really. I don't know. My skating style is lame and lame. It's what it feels like to be trash at skating. Everybody has like their own style, I guess, but I have fun skating for the most part. Now it's like I don't even think about it of like a hobby or anything. It's just think of it like it's attached to me, attached to my skin. There's no rules to it really, and I do whatever the fuck I want pretty much. I don't know, it's like low-key just a getaway too, just stay away from bullshit. I get a lot of anxiety just always thinking that I'm like doing something wrong, or I think that's like with everybody. I'm always trying to like find ways to like just evolve like in a positive way, like mostly like on and off my board.
It was unheard of to have anybody talk about like, you know, anything ranging from being suicidal to feeling that you're not good enough to be in the van anymore. The idea of no structure really makes this thing a lot easier to fester and get out of control. Like for myself, oh, I'm going through a rough patch with my partner, okay? What do? I want to skate harder. You know, I got into a fight with my parents. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna call my buddy and be like, hey, today I'm gonna try and jump down that double set. You know, like it fuels the fire of skateboarding, and skateboarding is actually that release valve for a lot of the built up anxieties, the mental pressures that you have. So when skateboarding gets pulled away, like when you get hurt skateboarding, you don't have that same release, and if you don't have somebody to talk about it with, you don't have any release. So where you're at in life is trivial. It's where you are at in your mental health. It was something I was always consciously aware of, but it didn't really hit home until Ben took his life. If we had somebody, if there was somebody there that Ben could have turned to, you know, and that's really what like got me motivated to talk about this more and to like open up about it more.
I would be in the center of College Green, pretty much very deluded person. I thought every time I heard the sirens of a police car that someone had rang the police on me. So I used to think that police were sent in to watch me, the army was sent in to watch me. And depending on what my eyeballs were doing, like above left, above right, down left, I had my own code for working it all out. That's how complicated it had got. And I used to actually be scared of moving my eyes and stuff like that. I was gambling on the tricks that I was doing. I used to think that all cars were sent to me and that the girls were there to see me, and that depended on what tricks I made, I could leave with the girls in the cars. So if I pulled a switch 360 flip, first go 3 times in a row, I'd have a Ferrari or something like that. I don't know why I used to go to College Green every day when I was as ill as that, really. The problem is my illness followed me around.
I probably turned a blind eye for a minute because I didn't know how to deal with it. I didn't know what to do. I got no experience of this or whatever. He'd be all right, he'd get some sleep, he needs to eat some food, he'd be all right, just lay off the weed for a bit, you know? He's a fucking homie, he's a close mate, and you're just like, whoa, dude, like, what's going on? Shit just escalated, you know what I mean?
I turned pro, I guess, in 2008. I was coming out to New York a lot. So I was 23, 24. I wanted to move here. I was kind of burnt out. What am I gonna do after skateboarding? I don't have any backup plan. It just wasn't inspired, and I was really burnt out. That's when I was like starting to get into other things, learning about all these different DJs and the style of music they introduced. And I think it started from like listening to Daft Punk and Moby and kind of taking steps back and like learning the history of it. I just got into the whole culture of everything of that time, and I really, really liked it. Clothes they wore were really cool. That style, like tucked-in shirts, fitted stuff. In the back of my head, always into fashion maybe, or the idea, but I didn't know anything about it. Bianca Chandon started from when I quit Girl. There was all these other interests I had with Paradise Garage and all the music I was listening to and all the photos and the fashion, and I wanted, you know, kind of project them out, make this experimental company. People are like, oh, it's so cool, you're trying to be edgy. And I was like, I'm not trying to be edgy. I'm into this. You know, I like this.
What do you feel is more important, like your integrity or getting some money out of it?
Like at what point? At this point, Instagram's like fully like banished like integrity. You know what I mean? Who has integrity anymore?
I know, but for your own personal fucking
doing that shit, like that's done. You know what I mean? Like integrity went out the window as soon as the fucking the selfie camera came onto the fucking iPhone, the iPhone 4.
done is always so painful. Because they always want, oh, you skateboarders, we want to see like skateboarding. You're like, no. Like there's a lot of other stuff you didn't see from that was like, it's all just real cringy shit. You know what I mean? It's someone having a point of view that doesn't come from skateboarding, that thinks like, oh, this is what skateboarding is for mainstream. And that's when you see the fucking like, at some point you're just like, what, I'm gonna keep it core? Sleep under a ramp?
Dirty, no showers, pair of socks, whatever. This scumbag style.
Like, nah, dude. Like, it's fine if you're about that. By all means, more power to you. But like, you know, I'm just like, all right, this is, you know, it's easy, it's available. Might as well strike while the iron's
I say
young.
get the money. So
right, but you know, I don't know. It depends on what it is. If you're gonna, you know, profit off it, at least you have to like share it. So that's where it just basically comes from.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know if I would say stealing, but I mean
appropriating.
I mean, if it's something that you're truly you as a person, you're truly inspired and interested by. It. You're not using it as a marketing tool, or you're not just some dude in a douchebag in a suit who's like, this is cool. Like you're truly into it, and to truly, honestly want to use those elements and give back to that says a lot about your character. I mean,
I guess so. I don't know. Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Who
looks cool?
You've got a hell of a backsmith grind. So like, what influenced you to like go, oh, that's cool. I want to learn that, and I want to do it like this. You know?
BA probably for sure. Out of anyone, him and Mike Carroll. Dylan taught me how to do it in like transitions. Dylan Reeder.
It rocked right in.
I don't like it when it's like over. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I totally know what you're talking about.
I hate that.
Photos of his wife, Kat. Photos of his friends, photos of signs, graffiti, food. People shopping, people sleeping, people eating. Basically anything and everything that Jerry thought was interesting at the time. He stated that he's not even sure if this collection of images is art. He describes them as unphotographic. But to reduce them to just randomly selected photos from a phone would really undermine Jerry's legitimate skill.
My knowledge, I don't think people had made a board like that. Obviously, for it to go from that young picture of Anthony and then to morph into Terminator was so badass, and then also fitting for him because, you know, he is the Terminator. Some of those sitcoms in the 90s that had like a live audience, any of these shows that I watched as a kid, yeah, it was homage to that, if you will. The underlying idea was paying a nod to like skateboard shops and some of the culture that happens at the shop.
Just come on down to Shitter.
That's the best guy you could find?
That's a huge thing. That forming of you in your youth, hanging out with some older people, learning about skating and then other aspects of life and all that kind of stuff. It is relatable.
The first time that I really like had to battle a trick that hard, that it triggered something in my brain. It made me like obsessive or something. Like I was just like more. Just go there and punish yourself. It was cool to like experience that. Honestly, made me grow, I think, a little bit. Just like having to swallow it and go back, swallow it and go back. The half cab flip was one of the craziest feelings I've had from doing a trick, just because that was like a really bad day there. Weird, humid, kind of cold. I was sweating a bunch. And then all of a sudden I like got close, and I think 3 tries later I landed it.
Being tall and getting manual is definitely interesting. He's got a grace to his skating, like smooth, and doesn't look like he will really tip over. He's just skating like his local spots in Ventura we typically don't see, and he's making them a thing. He makes the spot the spot. He makes him look good. He doesn't need to go to like the typical spots and prove himself. He could just do it at his local manu pad that's just like in the parking lot of an office building. That is awesome. I just love his style, his taste in clothes. Like, I think he dresses very well. I listen to that song a lot in the car when I'm about to go surf, and I think about that part a lot. It doesn't have to be like insane bangers, you know, it could just be a good vibe. Like, everything about the part was put together really nice.
But it's not something you have to do. You have to fingerboard for yourself and see how you like it. Because if someone tells you, oh, loose trucks is going to give you a more desirable like style for sponsorship or something, and you do that and your tricks suck because it's harder for you to do tricks with lose trucks, you're just limiting your own potential by trying to do what other people say. So you really need to try everything and see what you like the most. If you're just doing what you want to do for fun, it just works out a lot better because you're not stressed about like trying to reach some kind of goal that you might not get because so many other kids are trying it and you're all doing the same thing. And how can I have fun with this and like push my skills but push my creativity at the same time instead of trying like the exact same trick someone else does, especially if it's frustrating you. Basically just have fun and do your own thing and don't try too hard to get popular or anything because you'll probably get more popular if you don't try to, because it really shows when every single kid's video is the same, like the same exact angles and like everyone's like, oh, I have to tuck my fingers as hard as I can so that, but if that's not you and you've been fingerboarding like this all the time, keep doing this because it's unique, you know? Everyone has their own different style and you have to progress your own style rather than limiting it, changing it to something else that you want to emulate. Don't necessarily think about what other people want to see, but think about what you do and how you do it, and eventually you'll get good at it, and some people will like it and some people will hate it, but nobody likes everyone's style anyways, so it's better to do your own thing than to just try to blend in with everyone else.
This isn't just handed to somebody, this is earned, and you earned it. So now fucking, respect it. Are you with it? Jesus H. Christ, Esquire on a rubber crutch, because if you're not fucking down for this, I'll have the books. I'll make 2 calls. I don't know who I'm gonna call, but watch it.